The main feature of SAP HANA is it is an in-memory database and it allows OLTP and OLAP in real time. First, I will tell you about in-memory database in detail, and then we will discuss what is OLTP and OLAP. In the past, databases were stored completely on disk. Only the data requested by applications would be moved to memory where it then passed to CPU for processing. Data in memory would be constantly displaced with new data requests, so a lot of swapping was normal. Conventional database systems were designed to perform well on computer system with limited RAM. And that's why slow disk input output was the main bottleneck in data throughput. With SAP HANA, you can now store the complete database in memory. This means that the disk movement is not needed and swapping can be eliminated. Hence, increase in the speed of read and write access. Storing data in a main memory rather than disk provide faster data access and by extension faster querying and processing. While storing data in main memory grants performance advantage, it is more costly from data storage point of view. Observing the data access pattern, up to 85% of data in the enterprise system may be infrequently accessed. Therefore, it can be more effective to store frequently accessed data in SAP term, hot data in main memory, while the less frequently accessed data in SAP term, warm data into disk. This approach SAP has termed as dynamic tiering. SAP HANA is often described as in-memory database. Although this is true, SAP HANA has a persistent storage layer too. The persistent storage layer is a disk-based and is a mandatory part of SAP HANA, and it's not a separate component. Why we required disk-based memory? The first reason is to provide an area to unload less important data when the main memory is full, and the second reason is to enable data recovery if there is any power failure. Any data that can be accessed by any application always comes from main memory. Now this means that if the table is sitting in the persistent layer, the moment it is needed, the table is automatically loaded to the main memory and it becomes hot data. SAP HANA handles the conversion of warm data into hot data very intelligently. Column tables can also be partitioned, and SAP HANA can load only the required columns and the partitions to the main memory. This is advantageous because it helps to leave the unwanted columns and partition in the persistence layer. Now I hope you understood what is in-memory database, what is dynamic tiering, and what is hot data and warm data. Now let's see what is OLTP and OLAP. OLTP stand for online transaction processing and OLAP stand for online analytical processing. Traditionally, systems were either optimized for transaction or for analysis. In most of the traditional relational database, tables are row-based, as this is regarded as an optimal design for transaction system. But for analytics, column tables are more optimal. Now you must be wondering what is this transaction applications and analytic applications. So let's put more light on these two terms. A transaction applications are type of information system that collects, stores, modify and retrieve the data transactions of an enterprise. Mostly such kind of applications use database operations like read, insert, update, modify and delete. Whereas analytic applications are type of business application software that use to measure and improve the performance of business operations. Mostly such kind of application use read database operation. SAP HANA database supports both row tables and column tables. Row tables and column tables are storage types of table that decides how the two-dimensional tables get stored into database, either row wise or column wise. The both table storage types are needed in the platform that handles transactional and analytic applications in same database. SAP HANA is a platform that simplifies IT landscape and removes complexity that was developed over many years. The key objective of SAP HANA is to remove all the redundancies. This means that only one copy of data is needed for any type of access. Traditional systems were either optimized for transactions or for analysis. OLTP systems used for transactions and OLAP used for analytics. Let's see what is the difference between OLTP and OLAP. The main purpose for OLTP is to control and run fundamental business tasks, whereas the basic purpose of OLAP is to help with planning, problem solving and decision support, basically for analytical processing. OLTP supports database operations like add, modify, delete, update and read, whereas OLAP mostly supports database operation read. For OLTP, we use operational data. OLTPs are the original source of data in this case. Whereas in OLAP, we use consolidation data. OLAP data comes from the various OLTP database. So actually OLAP data is nothing but the copy of OLTP data. Example for OLTP is R3 or ECC systems, whereas the example for OLAP is BW, business warehouse. And because of the difference between OLTP and OLAP processing, OLTP and OLAP were separated and linked through interfaces. Now SAP HANA is able to bring transactional and the analysis requirements into one platform. The acronym for this type of consolidated system is Hybrid Transaction and Analytical Processing, HTAP. That's it for now. I hope you have understood the theory. Have a nice day.